I start telling you jokes, ladies and gentlemen, I should clarify something. I have an Indian accent. This doesn't change. This is the next 8 minutes of your life. I'm not doing a bit. I'm not impersonating a hilarious relative. There's no fucking Simpsons joke coming up. All right, this is how I talk, but give it time. I promise you my accent will grow on you. Give it time, guys, all right? Just give it like 4 or 5 generations, will be fine. We'll fuck people in your family, you'll understand eventually, all right? Have you tried falling sick in America? It's tough. I did it once. I was in Chicago. I was 24 years old. I had no medical insurance. I had about 104 fever for about a week. A friend of mine told me, hey, listen, man, you should go to one of our free clinics. We have free clinics for people like you. People like me, people like you. So I show up at the clinic, ladies and gentlemen, at 8 a.m., thinking I'll see a doctor by 9. There is a line outside the clinic that is 5 city blocks long. A city block is about 100 meters. In America, you can fit 100 people in that space. In India, 9,000. We make it work, all right? And you wait outside the clinic for 3 hours, inside the clinic for 2 hours, which as an Indian pisses me off. Because if we do 5 hours of waiting outside an American building, we don't want medicine. We want a tourist visa at the end of that shit, all right? And also, I stand in line next to the scariest people in the world. I stand in line next to a guy who I swear to God has blood on both of his shoes and is smiling. And I'm intelligent enough to know that if you have blood on both shoes, maybe you had an accident. But if you're smiling, maybe that's not your blood. But by the time you get to see the doctor, you're so desperate, you'll praise anything, right? The doctor's this sweet American lady and she's like, you're really sick. And I'm like, you're a genius. And she's like, you need antibiotics. You're reading my mind. You don't have insurance. They should give you the Nobel Prize. So the doctor's this really sweet American lady, right? And she's like, well, here, take this. This is amoxicillin. Take 2 pills a day. And before you leave, we need to give you a sexual health checkup. So drop your pants, which I do. And she gets down on her knees, which is always pleasant. I'm doing my surprise face. Guys, you know the surprise face, right? Every time a girl decides to even go into that area, you act so surprised. Really? Sure, if you want to. I didn't even know there was stuff down there. I haven't been in the basement in years. I had no clue. In your mind, you're like, happy birthday to you. And she cups asterisks and obliques. Because one's slightly bigger than the other. And says, turn your head to the right and cough. Gentlemen, when a girl has both of your balls in her hand, you will follow instructions, right? I believe the official term is marriage, isn't it? And she does something nice, like a peppermint. It's nice, pepper. She does that. Indian girls don't do the peppermint. American girls get rocky about that shit. So I head out of the clinic just saying, my God, I got free meds, I got my balls cupped, God bless America. Except it's now a week later, ladies and gentlemen. I go back to the clinic and she's like, you're still really sick. And I'm like, I know. And she says, you need more meds. And I'm like, you're a genius. And she says, you need to leave. I'm sorry, what? Oh, this is a one-time only free clinic. By American law, I'm now legally allowed to treat you again. Desperation, ladies and gentlemen, is like a Brazilian wax. When it's done, there's nothing left, isn't there? But most people use desperation for reflection, for introspection. Indians, we use desperation for improvisation. To bend the rules and get our own way anyway. So later that evening, my best friend fell sick. And his 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 best friend fell sick and went to the clinic and came back with 50 amoxicillin for me. And that doctor had to touch 10 unnecessary brown balls. My name is Veer Das. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.